So it's brekkie time. What do you got, Dave?
Mate, well, we've got luxury. This is like going to a 5-star restaurant. I've got a bacon and egg muffin out here on Port Whirlpool, and we've got a snapper in the esky, so this is cool.
This is cool, and I've got ham and cheese croissants. They're bloody good. So ham and cheese croissants in the oven, egg and bacon rolls, muffins.
In the oven.
Can't go wrong.
This is living.
It is, mate. You know, who said fishing's hard work, mate? We live like kings out here. Oh, and by the way, Dave, for lunch today, how's slow cooked roast lamb sound? Slow cooked lamb shoulder?
Sounds beautiful.
Yeah. That's lunch. There's brekkie, mate. If you haven't got a travel buddy oven in the boat, I think you better get one. Hey, Dave, I reckon this rod's going to go.
Go, Pete.
Oh, hang on.
You got him?
No, I haven't.
No.
Too eager, mate. I missed that opportunity.
No, he'll come back.
That wasn't a snapper the way that was bouncing. That was something like a salmon or something like that. And there's this guy going to come right across the side of us, mate. Hey, Dave, I think that's on this time.
It's come back.
That's a snapper.
Yeah.
You want it?
No.
You want it?
Share.
Sure? You don't want it?
Your turn.
All right.
We are fishing with Fergy. It's not called fishing with Dave.
It's not a big fish, mate. That's why I was wanting to give it to you. It's got a little bit in it. It's no far. That rod's okay. It's way at the back. This one here, if anything, please, Dave.
Yeah.
This rod actually just bounced a couple of minutes ago, and I grabbed it. I grabbed it too early. I wasn't thinking it was a snapper, and it's come back. Oh, it's got a. It's having a go, Dave.
I might want it now.
You might want it now?
Fish. Yeah.
Oh, I think it's a 4 kilo, 5 kilo fish. In this current, those fish always feel bigger than they are. This fish, up through the current, slowly. Hey Dave, if this is an 8 kilo fish, the fact you're on the boat, does that count?
No.
Ah. The fact that I offered you the rod, does it count?
No.
Ah. That it's a huge fish, it's a solid fish, but it's not a 20 pounder. You'll know about it, Dave, if we get you that 8 kilo plus fish in this current, because unlike anything you've ever caught in Port Phillip Bay, the fish will just be like an eagle ray, mate. They just light up. Here it comes.
All right,
Nice snapper. I'll tell you what, it's actually a bit better fish than I was giving it credit for, I think. Oh no, probably similar to what Dave got before. Look. Go to 7-0 circle, right in the corner of the mouth. Not losing that fish in a hurry, are we?
He's staying on board.
All right, come in behind me, Dave. Come in behind me. A netting hint for snapper. Like Dave, you put the net there, and I'll lead him into the fish. Like hold the net, and I'm just going to get him into the fish. So put the net in the water, the fish up current, and just let the fish just float back into the net. That's how you get him in the net quite easily. Well, there we go. Another beautiful snapper, probably 5.4, something like that, Dave.
Mate, it's a beautiful looking fish, and the colours of the blue on the fins was
When
awesome.
it came up in the water, didn't it look electric?
It looked beautiful.
So this fish, once again, nearly 30 metres of water. That fish, you can see it in my hands. We haven't hit that fish in the head, brain spiked at anything yet. That fish is just exhausted. So he's coming home for the dinner plate. I'm going to brain spike him. All these snapper that I look after, that I'm keeping. I'm covered in slime. I've got a brain spike here, just above the eye. There's a little soft spot. Put the brain spike in, put him out of his, put him to sleep, and then we'll cut his gills, cut his throat, and bleed him into a bucket, Dave, and then put him straight into an ice slurry. And this rod here, I just recast this rod out in between restarting the camera, and that rod's about to howl. That fish was on a trevally chunk.
A trevally chunk, yes.
The first fish were unsure whether it was trevally or King George whiting, but I think it may have been trevally, so that's 2 fish on trevally. And David, you brought the trevally along.
It's the bait of the day, Pete.
That's right, he brought the bait, we catch the fish. All right, hope you're enjoying this, guys, so far. That rod is going to go. I'm going to let that keep running for a second while I brain spike this fish. So just back up from the eye, you'll find a little soft spot in there. When that brain spike goes in, that fish has just convulsed in my hand. Its whole body's tensed up and then relaxed. That fish is now just floppy in my hands. That fish is humanely dispatched. I said now I'll put him head first in a bucket and I'll cut his gills and let him bleed out. That rod hasn't gone, Dave.
No, it hasn't. And this is a really important lesson, because if you go to all the trouble to catch the fish, you should A, respect the animal, and B, you want to eat it in its prime condition. So,
100%.
So spike it, bleed it, put it on the ice slurry, so that when it gets to your table, it's just the best eating fish going.
100%. And that rod is getting a bite. Now, funny enough, that rod that's getting a bite at the moment, for those who follow me, that is actually a Western Port running rig, the traditionally running rig. I've got one out there today amongst a spread of 6, just to see how it's going. And looking at that bite, I reckon it's a banjo. The bite has just been too slow, too erratic. Oh, you never know. That is the, what did I put back on there? It's got squid on it.
It's got squid. Banjos love squid.
Yeah, and all the fish we've got in the boat so far have all been on the paternoster. I'll turn the camera off and I bet you that rod screams.
Righto, let's go for it.
Back with you in a minute. On, Dave.
We're hooked up again, Pete. Our magic morning continues.
I was just messing around there doing a post and I hear this drag screaming. It's picked up this rod, I think, Dave. It has, we'll just leave that one there. I hear this rod howling off. I'm not sold that this one's a snapper. I'm actually thinking this is either a half reasonable gummy or we have got an eagle ray. Oh, it has got a couple of rods in it, mate. I got a feeling this might be our dreaded eagle ray. Oh, mate, it has got multiple rods. Oh, that one's clear. That can stay out in the water, hopefully catch another fish. I think we're clear now, Dave.
Hopefully.
We've got shock leader. This could be a gummy. I'm fairly light drag now. Let's see. What do we got, mate? What are you calling it for, Dave?
Oh, well, I thought I was with you with the eagle ray, but I've come around a bit, just coming through the water okay.
Yeah, it's right. I did think eagle ray, but I'm on that fence about it being a half reasonable gummy, to be honest.
It's our old mate, the eagle ray.
Western Port running rig, eagle ray, paternosters, 2 snapper, Dave.
That's it, the proof's in the pudding.
Yep, so they do work. So, righto, we'll get some baits back in the water. Well, everybody, I hope you've enjoyed that segment of the show. Had fun, Dave?
Mate, that's awesome. 2 early morning snapper. Great start to the day.
Exactly. Now, we're on slack water here. We're going to run about half a K that way and see if we can catch some fresh squid for the outgoing tide, mate.
That'll be good. And if we could get 1 extra for dinner, that'll be good too.
Oh, God, he wants everything, this guy. So we're going to see if we can catch a few squid for bait and maybe 1 or 2 for dinner. So let's go and do that, and then we're going to fish the run-out tide for snapper and gummy sharks as well. Hope you're enjoying this show, everyone.